How to start a YouTube channel if you're a beginner and you've got social anxiety. So make sure you get a pen and a piece of paper or your phone so you can make notes, because I'm going to give you so much good information that's going to help you to do this successfully. So it doesn't have to be in this order, but I'm going to try and put it in the correct order. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get yourself a good camera. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they first start YouTube channels, and I made it, is they don't get a good quality camera and they don't learn, the basics of, how to expose a video, how to, get the lighting right so it's not too bright or it's not too dark. Because you really don't want to start a YouTube channel with bad quality, because it's difficult enough with so many people on YouTube now. And, if you want to succeed and grow a channel, I was able to grow a channel with about 32,000 and something subscribers, but hopefully you can go beyond that. So that's not bad, considering I started with I didn't do any paid advertisement. I didn't have anyone to tell me how to do it. I just went through trial and error. You want to get a good camera because you want your videos to be good quality, because the first thing people do when they come onto a video is, unfortunately, they judge it. They judge you on your appearance and how you speak, and they judge the quality of your videos. Even if people don't admit that, even if people don't consciously know they're doing it, everyone does it. It's human nature to judge visually. So you're not necessarily doing these things to impress people. This is all about self-respect, taking pride in what you do and doing it to the best of your ability. So I'm basically going to teach you all the mistakes I made, so hopefully you don't have to make them. Get a good camera, learn about cameras. There's many out there, and the great thing is you can go on YouTube and it will teach you every single thing you need to know about cameras, but I'll share the basics with you. You really want to learn about the 3 levels of exposure and light. So you've got the ISO, you've got the aperture, and you've got the shutter speed. Now, when I first started learning about cameras, that didn't mean anything to me. But when I went online and I watched tutorials, people explained it, and they explained how to get the lighting right so it's not too bright or too dark, because it's not a good look. I see a lot of people, even if you've got something really good to say, if your video qualities, if it's too bright, people are going to have a difficult time watching the video. It's going to hurt their eyes. And if it's too dark and they can't see you and they can't see the scenery, it's going to have a bad look. People can have a bad first impression of you and your channel. So make sure you do that, right? The second thing you want to do is you need to decide, what audience you want to speak to, or for another word, you want to decide what niche or niche, whatever the right word is. And I'll give you an example. Is your channel going to be boxing? Is it going to be self-development? Marketing? Is it going to be real estate? Is it going to just be a blog channel which is about your life? Is it photography? Is it comedy? Is it sports? And the reason why I say that is because a big mistake a lot of YouTubers make, and I've made it myself, I still do it sometimes, they have a channel and it's got too many different topics, and what that does is it confuses people and it puts people off of subscribing. Because if someone comes to your channel and you're saying that your YouTube channel is about hair products, and you start putting videos out with that content, great, they're going to enjoy that, they're going to subscribe. But if all of a sudden you start doing videos on, how to overcome your fears, people will probably unsubscribe, because that's not the reason why they come to your channel. So if you want to do different topics, my advice is separate your YouTube channels. So try and niche down to one topic, and I'm telling you, your channel is going to grow more. You're going to get more subscribers, you're going to make a bigger impact, you're going to get more views, more comments, more engagement, and people, will trust you more. So it doesn't mean you've got to be boring. I've got around 3 or 4 YouTube channels. It's just a better way to do it. Now, obviously, you can try the other way. I'm not saying you're not going to be successful if you have different topics on your channel, but it's going to be harder. And generally, people come to a channel because they want something, they want to learn something, they want to be entertained. And if you start doing different things, it confuses people and it upsets them. It's a bit like you signing up to something, because you want that thing, and then all of a sudden you're paying money and they change it. You're not going to be happy. So it's very similar in the way people's psychology work and how they come to your channel. Now, the next thing is you've got to face your fears, and you've got to face your fears of speaking in front of the camera, of putting videos out. And I know it's difficult when you're a beginner and you've got social anxiety, and when you're starting a new channel, you're going to care about what people think, but you have to rise above that And the way you do that is by being true to yourself, being yourself, enjoying what you're doing, and deciding what it is that you're going to do. Like I said, is it to inspire people? Is it to solve problems on the market? Is it entertainment? Whatever you do, be true to what you do, and don't be fake. Don't try and be like anybody else. You want to be uniquely you, because people will sense if you're not being genuine. And obviously if you want to be fake and all that, and that's your choice, but I wouldn't recommend it. So truthfulness is quite important, and I think people will appreciate that, and that will keep people coming back in it again and again to your content. And if you want to build genuine subscribers that are going to follow you for years, then you really want to be genuine, and you want to try and, you know, whether it's solving someone's problem or whether it's entertaining someone. There's two reasons why people usually come on to YouTube. It's to get a problem solved, or it's to be entertained, and that's true with everyone, myself included. So it's good to have a basic understanding of psychology, of how people think, you know, how they consume YouTube and videos. Right. Next one is, you really want to have a regular schedule. This is a mistake. I make this myself, right? And I see people making it, but people that do well on YouTube, they generally have a certain day where they upload videos. So pick a day, every Saturday or every Sunday or every Tuesday and Wednesday, and let your audience know. On to my next bit, make sure you design your banner on your channel. A lot of people make that mistake. They have a cheap looking banner. I've got one. And, you know, tell your subscribers what days that you upload, or if it's every week, say, you know, subscribe to my channel every week for this particular video on this particular subject. So it's just about keeping it professional, and that's kind of like what they do on movies, or if you watch a series. If you used to watch The Office with Ricky Gervais, there'd be a set day at a set time, and that keeps people coming back. If people know the day that you're going to upload videos and they know the time, they're more likely to come onto the channel. Whereas if you upload videos on different days at different times, again, it's not as organized, it's not as professional, and it can ruin your success on YouTube, where you could get a lot more. So look, all the things I'm saying to you, you can ignore them, you can break these rules. I've done it and I've succeeded, but it's going to be harder for you to be successful. Whereas if you follow these guidelines, you're going to have more success on YouTube. Believe me, it will work in every area. Next thing is, like I said, you do want to learn how to speak. Now, the thing with speaking is, this is my take, right? If it works for you, great. If it doesn't work, I think you've got to be yourself, but you've got to practice speaking so you can become confident with your personality. So I got really good at speaking in front of the camera because I didn't try and be like other people on YouTube, whether I liked them or not, or I looked up to them. I practiced being me. I got comfortable being me, and I perfected, you know, my personality. But it's something that you have to keep practicing, because there's times where I've done videos and they're not that good because I'm a bit depressed or I'm tired. There's other times it's brilliant how I do it because I'm enthusiastic, I'm happy. So your state of mood is important. A lot of people are not going to stay on your videos if you're depressed and you're speaking like that and you're quiet. You do have to practice getting in a good mood. Or if you are in a bad mood, then that's fine. Be true to that. Tell people, look, I'm having a bad day today. So again, it's about being genuine, being honest, truthfulness. That will really attract good, loyal subscribers, followers, friends. It's practice, you know. And I would say the best thing with someone with social anxiety is just to practice. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. When I first started, I couldn't speak for a minute without running out of things to say, stuttering and panicking and getting nervous in front of the camera. Now look at me now. I can speak for ages without a script. You want to practice, for example, saying, okay, let me set the timer. I'll try a minute, until you can build up, and you can speak for a half an hour, however long. I'm not a massive fan of scripts and things like that, but look, when you're starting out and you're new, it wouldn't hurt you to write down maybe some bullet points of the things that you want to say, just to help you. You can put them up on wherever so you can see them. So when you are doing your video, you're not running out of things to say, or you're not missing your point. Now, because I've been doing this for so many years, most times I don't need scripts. I can just do it off the bat spontaneously, because I've been doing this for almost 10 years now. But when I first started, I did kind of write down, you know, generally what I wanted to say, because I did run out of things to say. So again, you practice that. Maybe you need to use a script, but the script's still going to be genuine because it's going to be coming from you. So script down what it is that you want to say. Now, let me just teach you something, right? And I don't always do it. Again, when you do something for a long time, you can break the rules, but you do want to do this. Most good YouTubers, you'll notice, the first thing they do when you comment to their video is they introduce themselves. So they say, hi, welcome, you know, my name's Johnny Berba, welcome to my YouTube channel. And then they explain what it is that they do on that channel. Oh, on my channel, I help you to overcome your fears, overcome your anxieties, your social anxiety, so you can be more confident and become a better version of yourself. So now you know who I am, what my name is, and you know what my channel is about and what I do. And then I'll say, subscribe to my channel. You know, if you want to get more videos and you want to learn more and you want to stay, you know, in relationship with me. So that's generally principles that most YouTubers, especially successful ones, will do. And the reason they do that is because when someone's new and they come to your channel, they don't know who you are, they don't know what you do. Now, obviously, it can get a little bit annoying for your regular subscribers, because if they're watching your videos regularly, every time they come on, they already know who you are. So sometimes you've got to mix things up, like I said, and you've got to be a bit more inventive, and you can just say, look, for those of you that know me, I need no introduction. But for the newcomers, if you're new to my channel, this is who I am. This is what, you know, this is what we talk about on this channel. This is what I do. This is what you can expect. Very, very good for getting people to subscribe, because generally people do want to know when they come on a channel. People are selfish, and we're all like that in a sense when we're consuming. They want to know, what can you give them? What can you do for them? That's all they're interested to begin with. They're not even that interested about you to a certain degree. They want to know, what can you do for them? What can you give them? So you do have to be in the mindset that you want to be adding value and giving value to people. And the best way to do that is to be honest. And if you're an expert at something, then you share it, you be true, and you don't lie to people as well. Don't promise people and do clickbait titles and say, I'm going to give you this, and then when they come on your video, you don't give them that, because all that's going to do is it's going to upset people. They're going to unsubscribe, and they're not going to trust you, and they're probably never going to come back to your channel again. So give and take. If you want people to, you know, subscribe to your channel and support you, then you've got to be genuine with them. So that's really important. Really been preparing you in this video so that you can be confident, you can be professional, like I said, with a new camera and stuff like that. Now, I almost forgot to mention, this is so important, and it's a little thing, but it's a big thing. Make sure you've got good audio. You could have the best speech in the world, you could have the best camera, you could have the best lighting. If your audio quality is bad, people are going to straight away come off your video. They're not going to subscribe. They're going to think that this guy or this girl or this young man or young girl or whatever age you are, they're not going to take you seriously, and it's going to upset them. So with audio, you don't want it to be too low, obviously, because if people can't hear you, they're going to come off the video. But you also don't want it to be, you don't want to break the audio where it's really loud, but it's like you haven't got the audio levels right. So again, right, the way I learned to get good audio, just go online and type in YouTube how to get good audio, and you can go on Amazon and you can buy, you don't have to spend a lot of money, you can buy a good, I bought this is a lav mic, and I think this cost me, I bought this in the shop, it cost me about £20, but you can get it for like probably $20 online, and it's got really good audio quality. And I've also got another mic there, a Rode mic, which you connect onto the camera, and that's good if you're close to the camera, but when you're further away like I am, you need a mic. So just go online, take some time, don't rush, and study. Like I said, learn about how to work cameras, get the right lighting, and get your audio sorted out, because like I said, you could have a great personality, you could have great things to share with people, you could be changing their life, but if your audio's rubbish, they're just going to switch off the video. And I did make this mistake on my YouTube journey at times, but I have fixed it now. So you do need to invest in some equipment. Otherwise, look, you can always do it the quicker way, right? And I'm not really for it. I did it and I wouldn't recommend it. But if you can't afford a camera or mics and you just haven't got the finances at the moment, then I understand. And you really want to get started, then just do it on your phone and hope for the best, because at least on the phone, it will give you a fairly decent quality image and a fairly decent quality audio, but it's not going to be great. It's not going to be up to the standard that I want you to aim for. And like I said, if you really want to do this and you're determined, you will put the time in. With YouTube, well, I'm going to say this to you now, it's not a quick fix overnight. People think they're just going to come on YouTube and they're going to be the next superstar, right? Now, it can happen, and I hope it does happen for you, but the reality is it takes time on YouTube. It took me time. And you can't compare how long it took me to how long it's going to take you, because it was a different time when I started YouTube. I started YouTube in about 2012 now, maybe a bit even before that. So times have changed now, but you have to work hard, you've got to be determined, and you can't judge yourself when you first put a few videos out, because you're still learning and you're still new. But I would say, make the effort, get the audio as good as you can, get the lighting as good, get your speaking clear. You know, people, they want to see passion, they want to see, you know, someone who's positive. So you don't have to be perfect, but you do want to do it to the best of your ability. Otherwise, you're just going to be another YouTuber, and there's so many. So to stand out on YouTube, high quality videos, uniquely you, because there's only one you, unless you've got a twin, but generally there's only one you. So be the best version of you. That's what made me successful. I was unique, I was different. You know, so if you want to tell people your story and that's something you want to do, then that would be great. You know, so it's all about what you want to do. And let me know in the box below what it is that you want to do. What is your subject of interest? Because as I said, I've got different channels. On one of my channels I do boxing. This channel I do helping people to become fearless, mostly about getting over social fears, things like that. And I've got another channel where I did some podcast interviews on fear as well. So whatever your subject is, whatever you want to do, go for it and do it to the best of your ability. There's no reason why you can't be successful. But like I said, at the start, usually it is hard. You know, most people don't make it straight away. It takes 6 months, maybe a year, maybe 2 years. It depends on how much content you put out. Now, next thing, consistency. I'd say it's really, really important when you're first starting out, and even when you're going for a long time. Now, there's no point you doing one video a year. That's not going to grow your channel. It's not enough. Or even doing one video every few months. I would say when you're starting out, now you don't have to be exact to this, but it is quite a good little number I've got. I would say you should upload at least once a week, even more, maybe 2 times a week. But I'd say once a week is good enough. That's 4 videos a month. Obviously times that by 12, and that shows people that you are serious. It shows people that you are relevant, you're consistent. Because again, if you put a video out and start a channel and someone likes it, they're going to come back to your channel for more. If people like your video generally, in most cases, they will always come back to your channel at some point. They might forget, and then they'll remember, that video helped me, or that helped me to solve a problem, or he entertained me, or whatever. If they like you, or if they like what you're giving them, or a product, whatever. And if they come back and they see that you haven't uploaded a video in 6 months, they're just going to think that you've quit, and they might never come back again, and they're going to go to someone else's. So consistency is important. That's one of the things that got me very successful on YouTube. I was very consistent. I still am. I still put videos out at least once a week, sometimes even more. So consistency is really important. And this is something I want to share with you. I wasn't going to share it, but I want to give you something extra. And it's something that I personally do. It's a new thing. Every video I make, I always say to myself, how can I make the next one even a little bit better? How can I improve the quality? How can I be more, kind? How can I be more passionate? How can I make the video more value? That way, you've got a growth mindset. You're always growing, you're always getting better. And I think with YouTube and social media today, if you want to succeed, you've got to be flexible. You've got to change with the times. You've got to work on yourself. It's a two-way thing. And that way, you're going to keep it fresh. You're going to keep it new. And that's really important. Last but not least, make sure your YouTube channel is professional. And the way you do it is by get a banner, get your own brand, get your own color codes. Very important. Because if you've got a certain branding, people will recognize it. Whereas if you have different colors, different letters, different fonts, it gets confusing, right? So again, you don't have to do it this way, but this is being more professional. This is what I've started to do. So what are your favorite colors? You know, get your favorite colors, get the right fonts, the right lettering and text. Maybe you have a picture of yourself on the channel, or maybe it's of something that is part of your channel, your message, and organize a playlist. A lot of people don't do this on YouTube, and I don't know why. They've got all this great content, and when I go on their channel, they haven't got an organized playlist. If you go on my channel, you'll notice that I've got a playlist, you know, confidence, social anxiety, how to overcome addiction, and there's other things on there. When it's more organized, you're going to get more views. People will be more impressed, they'll take you more serious, and they're more likely to subscribe and come back. Professionalism is really, really important on YouTube. And of course, you can break the rules. You can break the rules in that if you're out and you feel really inspired to say something or to do a video, and obviously you're not always going to have your cameras with you, your lighting, so just get your phone out and just say, look, today guys, I'm making a video. It's not edited, I don't have the equipment, but I've got something important I want to share with you. And then fire ahead, be yourself, get it all out. Sometimes those videos are the best. I've done viral videos that have got 500,000 views because I just straight from the heart, and I didn't plan it. So I know there's a bit of a contradiction in what I've said, but I'm just telling you the full extent of the truth, my experience. You do want to plan and strategize for success on YouTube, it's important, but you also need to be flexible and be able to do the opposite, which is not planning, because sometimes people like content, they like the energy when it's so natural, it's not prepared. You can tell the person hasn't scripted it. It's authentic, it's real, there's mistakes in it, there's brilliant things. So this is what I actually did in this video today. If this is any demonstration of what I'm trying to tell you to do, I didn't plan this video. I just thought it'd be a great idea, set the camera up, and I'm not even planning the points. I'm just sharing all of the wisdom, all the experience I've got, and I'm confident you're going to receive it in a great way. And even if you just took one thing of what I said, it's going to help you. So don't feel pressure. Don't feel like, oh, I've got to do all the things Johnny's been saying. Just take the bits that you like, or if you have got the patience. So I'm giving you things that are going to serve you for a long term. Another tip I'd say, you're probably doing it. Go and look at other people's channels that are successful. See what they're doing. I don't believe in copying, but I believe in what everyone does. I don't mind, people learn, they remodel. Society has been doing that for years. History, artists, everyone does that. There's a saying, they say no one is fully original. No one is, meaning that everybody learns from someone. But within your own personality, there's going to be some originality. And Bruce Lee was a big pioneer of it. Bruce Lee's saying was, absorb what's useful, reject what is useless, and add essentially what is your own. And that's basically what I'm telling you to do. I'm not telling you to copy people, because I don't believe in that, but you can learn from them. You can model some of the things they're doing and do it in your personality. And you can do it from my channel, things that I do, and you can do it from others. So another thing I want to share as well, treat people on YouTube how you want to be treated. Don't troll people. Don't go onto people's channels and try and steal their audience. That's not a good way to behave. That's just going to get you bad reputation, probably your channel closed down, or people won't like you. Be genuine. Every time I go on someone's video, I don't care who they are, I don't care how many subscribers, if I enjoy their content, I will like their video. I say thank you in their comments. My behavior across the YouTube platforms is the way I treat people, how I want to be treated in person. It's kind and stuff. And if I don't like someone's video, I just won't. I'm not going to comment bad things. So don't be a troll. And of course, I've got to mention, you're going to be scared about being trolled, people criticizing you. Let me say something to you, right? When I first started YouTube, I got really trolled heavily and criticized. It changed my life. I used the trolls, what they said to me, and it motivated me, and I just continued with what I was doing, and then I grew a very big fan base of people that are really loyal, that really like me, and I've got to meet quite a lot, not all obviously of my subscribers, but a lot of them. So you never know who you're going to meet. You may be thinking, oh, I'm making these videos and people are watching them, or maybe they're not watching them. You might end up meeting your best friend in real life from from doing YouTube videos. I've met people around the world, from America, everywhere, pretty much all around the world. And I mean in person over the years. So look, I'm not saying you don't have to copy me. I'm just saying you don't know where this journey is going to take you. It really is unbelievable. So when you go on people's content, their channels, be nice, man. Be genuine. Don't be a hater. Encourage people. Be thankful if someone gives you something great, because then they'll come back to your channel. Then the message will get around. What you put out is genuinely what you'll get back. So that's it, right? I've given you loads of information today, and if you enjoy this, subscribe to my channel, because I do help people to conquer fears in all different areas of life. And I will do a follow-up to this video if you've enjoyed it and you use all the points I've said today. I'm gonna do a couple more videos, but I gave you all the foundation today, the main thing, all right? So like, share, comment. Let me know in the box below what was the best tip that I gave you out of all the things I said today. And let me know what your channel is, and I'll have a look at your channel. I'll support it. I'll subscribe. I'll share. I'll have a look at what you're doing, and I encourage you to be successful, all right? Become fearless. Speak to you soon.